Welcome back to our series on becoming an entrepreneur and launching your own consulting business. In today's lecture, number 5, we are tackling a topic that can feel a bit intimidating but is absolutely crucial to get right: taxes. Now, a quick disclaimer before we dive in. This course is designed to give you a solid foundation, but it is not a substitute for professional legal, tax, or accounting advice. Always consult with qualified professionals for your specific situation. Alright, let's get into it. When you're an employee, taxes are pretty straightforward, right? Your employer deducts them from your paycheck, and at the end of the year, you file your return. You might get a refund or a little more, but when you own a business, you're in the driver's seat. All business entities, with the exception of partnerships, which file a special informational return, must file an annual income tax return. First up, let's talk about federal taxes. The federal income tax is what's known as a pay-as-you-go system. This means you need to pay tax as you earn income throughout the year, not just in one lump sum when you file. This is typically done through estimated tax payments. If you don't make these payments, you could end up with a big bill and potential penalties when you file your annual return. So, it's really important to stay on top of this from day one. Next on the list is something every self-employed individual needs to know about: the self-employment tax. Think of this as your contribution to Social Security and Medicare. When you work for someone else, your employer pays half of these taxes, and you pay the other half. But when you work for yourself, you're responsible for the full amount. It's a key part of your tax obligations as a business owner. Now, what if your consulting business grows and you decide to hire people? This brings us to employment taxes. As an employer, you'll have several responsibilities. You'll need to withhold income tax from your employees' wages, and you'll also have to pay your share of their Social Security and Medicare taxes. On top of that, there's the federal unemployment tax, or FUTA, which helps fund unemployment benefits for workers who have lost their jobs. Here's some good news. For consultants, excise tax. You might have heard of this tax, but it generally applies only if you're selling certain products or offering specific types of services. For most consulting businesses, this isn't something you'll need to worry about. It's one less thing to add to your list. Moving on from the federal level, let's talk about state taxes. Just like you file a personal state income tax return, your business will likely need to file one too. It's incredibly important to remember that tax laws vary significantly from state to state. What applies in one state might be completely different in another. For example, let's look at California. The state has what's called a franchise tax for an LLC. There's a minimum franchise tax of $800 per year. This is due whether your business makes a profit or even loses money that year. It's a cost of doing business in the state. California also requires you to file a statement of information every 2 years, which comes with a small fee of around $20. We actually attached a sample form, the LLC 12, to Lecture 3, so you can see what that looks like. It's very likely that your state has similar requirements and forms. So make sure you visit your state's official tax website to get the accurate and up-to-date information for your location. Don't just go directly to the source. And we're not done yet. After you've handled federal and state taxes, you need to think local. That's right, city taxes. Your city government will also want a piece of the pie. Since you're operating a business within the city limits, they'll typically require you to get a business license. Let's take Sunnyvale, California as an example. The city charges an annual business license fee of around $70. Once you pay it, they'll issue you a paper license that officially permits you to conduct business in Sunnyvale. Again, every city is different. Your city might have a flat fee, a fee based on your revenue, or a different structure entirely. The best course of action is to check your city's official website for information on starting a business. Look for sections on business licenses or finance. So, let's do a quick recap. As a business owner, you're looking at federal income tax, self-employment tax, potentially employment taxes if you hire staff, and then state and city taxes and licensing fees. It might sound like a lot, but breaking it down step by step makes it manageable. The key is to be proactive and informed. I hope this gives you a clearer picture of the regulatory and tax requirements you'll face as a new consultant. It's a vital part of setting your business up for long-term success. In our next lecture, we are going to shift gears and explore the exciting worlds of finance and technology to help you run your business smoothly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it.